Welcome back retro gamers, and today on the channel we're going to take a look at the 4th installment of the Illusion series, Legend of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse on the Sega Game Gear. This is part 4 of a collab project with Press Start Gaming, Retro Junk Review and VG Mobster, where they each covered one of the games on their channels. Be sure to go over there and check out their reviews as well, all linked in the description below. Did they save some of that Disney magic for this installment, or is it just an illusion? Let's find out. The series kicked off with Castle of Illusion in 1990 on the Mega Drive/Genesis, with a port coming later to the Master System and Game Gear. Fun fact, this was the only game in the series to receive a remake in 2013 for current gen systems at the time. World of Illusion followed in 1992, this time starring a companion for Mickey in the form of Donald Duck. Following the success and Disney loving money of course, yet another sequel followed, this time not receiving a 16-bit port. Land of Illusion landed in 1993 for the Master System and Game Gear. And finally, the game I'm covering, Legend of Illusion, got its release in 1995 for the Game Gear. In this game, unlike previous installments, Mickey throws bars of soap to take out his enemies at the beginning of the game. It may seem like a strange choice, but considering he's a laundry boy, I suppose it makes sense that he has plenty at his disposal. There's also an alternate ending, so be sure to collect all the gems in the final level to see it. Once upon a time... Wait, what was that? Once upon a time, there was a kingdom far, far away, ruled by the selfish King Pete. Crops were dying and the townspeople became angry, and looking to fix the issue, Pete discovered that the only solution to cure the kingdom was for a king to make the journey to find the water of life. Being the selfish king he was, King Pete paced the castle, hiding his fear and thinking about what to do. Just then, a lowly laundry boy, Mickey, walked in. Pete told Mickey that he was now the honorary king and had to find the cure for himself. Mickey protested, No. But Pete gave Mickey the crown and just left. Angered by this, Mickey decided that he could find a better king than Pete to rule the land, and so set off to find the kingdom of Goofy. And that's where our story begins. Pete, however, missed out one key part of the story, because whoever returns with the water of life will rule forever. Bet he wished he'd read the fine print now, eh? This is a game I don't actually have a personal story with, because it's a game that eluded me growing up. Donkey Kong Country had taken over my life at this point, so other games didn't really get a second glance. Plus the fact that I didn't have a Game Gear probably contributed to that as well. I did play some of the previous installments in the series though, so I knew what I was getting myself into when I finally did get round to giving this game a go. Overall, the platforming is very good. It's not the best from the era, but it still holds up well today. This next point is not really a bad point, but more of something you should be aware of if you're visiting this game for the first time. It's got a bit of a learning curve. There's no dedicated button to lift the boxes, for example. Instead, you'll need to push yourself into the box, and when the animation changes, press the throw button to lift the box and throw it. When jumping from the monkeys, you'll also need to press the up button as well as the direction you want to jump, because if you just hit the jump button, you'll fall to the ground below. There are plenty of platforms to explore the stages. Each stage has its own unique design to keep the game interesting throughout. The story is great as well. You're set on your path at the beginning and get more tidbits of story as you go. This sets it apart from other platformers of the era where story wasn't always considered. And with cutscenes throughout, they add a little more depth to the story as well. There are plenty of small puzzle elements to keep you entertained. It's a great game, one of the best in the series in fact in my opinion, so well worth having in your collection. Prices for this one are all over the place at the minute, so I'd say try and grab it in a cheap bundle or wait until the prices go back down. You're looking at just under an hour of gameplay for Legend of Illusion, depending on your skill level. A great game for anyone starting out looking into retro gaming, or someone like myself for trying games that I missed the first time around. I hope you enjoyed this newest collab on the channel. Be sure to check out the other guys' channels as well, all linked in the description. And if you'd like to see us do more of these, let us know what you'd like us to cover next in the comment section below. And as always, happy gaming!